And we are back to K24 This Morning. The question that we are asking today is, can you sustain a long-distance relationship? Can you sustain a long-distance relationship? Are you in one? Did yours fail? If it failed, please, would like to know why it failed, so we can help millions and millions of viewers right now who are like, imagine my bae is going to Kisumu na sijui nitahandle aje. Yeah. Let us know. But we are joined by Erastus Maleve, a radio presenter and a gentleman who was in a long-distance relationship. Bae alikuanga manzi sijui ni Meru, jamaa alikuanga Kitui. Jamaa akasema sijui ako na burnout. So yeah, that conversation is ongoing. And we also have Grace Kariuki, who is a family counselor and a therapist as well. We also have Benjamin Zulu, counseling psychologist, here to talk about your issues and situations and probably even expound on the reasons why some of these things might work or might not work and what you can do to mend those fences. Benjamin, before we took a break, there's a lady.
Yes.
Who wanted to flirt with her husband who's in Qatar.
Yes.
And things are not working. Anaambia be manze jo mimi nataka to flirt, be anamwambia hizi vitu bana mimi sishikanishi. What could be the reason why unakataa ku flirt na bibi yako?
Two things. Were you flirting while you were here?
Okay.
Kama sahi ataki the way you used to talk, ameanza kuresist. Muulize what has changed. Number two, also to tell ladies, if your guy comes from another generation, he is 40 something.
Which generation is this?
40 kiddo, you are 20 kiddo.
Then iko shida.
Yeah, kwa side yao, this kind of talking doesn't make sense. For him, love is another thing. Provision, understanding, mama watoto. Watoto wako sawa, wamelala vizuri, kuna chakula, mna rent. Sasa sawa, tuongee kesho. Nipatie mtoto msalimie. Ulikuja namba ngapi?
Benjamin, you look like the type.
Nimelelewa na wao.
Okay.
The difference between my mom and my dad age was very big.
Okay.
Because she was second wife. So I could see how much the distance means. For them, the love of this older generation is different. Right. It's about provision basically.
Yes.
It's about stability and material provision.
Right.
Lakini for these young girls, emotion, chatting, chit-chat, talking.
Like, babe, niambie tu kitu poa. Niambie tu kitu yoyote poa tu.
Ambia mkoloni hivyo. Unasema nini? Ni nini haiko hiyo kitu poa unataka hapa? Wewe kwani umetoka wapi wewe? Nani hao mnaongea hizo vitu huko?
Exactly. And it's important, mbuvi. It's so important for us to say that young couples, let me just say this, young couples, if you're in a young family relationship, please know that it is not the best for you guys to live separately. Okay. It is not the best. These are your building years, not only for your family, but it's also for your relationship. Right. And also you are maturing and you need to mature together. Then there is also something else I want to say to young ladies like the lady from Nakuru with the husband in Qatar. Please do not listen to your friends about what should be about your relationship. That is where we make a mistake. People tell us how their relationships are, and we don't know whether they are telling us the truth or not. And we think, oh, I'm missing something. I need to. You see, and people begin to plant in your head doubts about your relationship because you yourself, you are not sure about your own. Okay. So you do need to, what Benjamin is saying, is that you need to also understand and be in reality about what your relationship is like.
Irene from Kitale is on the line. Good morning, Irene.
Good morning.
How are you doing? It's Kwale. Kwale kuko vipi?
Poa sana, mvua kidogo.
Okay, so what is your question or comment?
I have a comment.
All right.
And a question.
Okay.
Like, I met this guy, it's almost a year now.
Okay.
And we've been dating, but it's a long-distance relationship. And because it's from outside this country, it's from Germany.
Okay.
Now, the problem comes that we talk, of course, we talk, but for me, I feel that it can't work.
Why?
Yeah, because it's only talking, and it's like 4 months since I saw him.
Have you met this person from Germany? Is he a pen pal that you met online or what?
I've met him. Yeah.
Okay.
And actually, he lives just. He's my cousin's neighbor, so she knows him.
Okay.
And
is he a foreigner?
And all that.
Is he a foreigner?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Sawa sawa. I guess
So what do I do about this? Because I have that feeling that
kuna kitu ina hata. Okay.
Yeah.
So we shall answer that in a minute. We also have another caller. Good morning.
Yes, good morning, K24.
Yes, Chege.
Yes, you're talking to Chege from Muranga.
Yes, Muranga kuko namna gani?
Muranga kuko poa sana.
What is your question or comment?
Yeah, my comment is, for me, I am not yet married.
Okay.
Yeah, but the reason is being, it is not that because I don't have somebody that I'm dating. I have somebody that I'm dating.
Yes.
But our guys nowadays are not, they are looking for somebody who have got at least a coin in his pocket. And that's why that is the reason that I've not yet married, because the person that I'm dating today,
Yeah.
if one day I don't have a coin,
Yeah.
she does not talk to me.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, and that's why I'm saying it have come hard for me to marry. But what I can tell our girls today,
Yeah.
they should not be looking for, they should not be relying on somebody's money.
Okay.
Because
Yes.
because when they are relying on somebody's money,
Yeah.
that relationship will not last for long.
Sawa sawa Chege. Thank you very much. All right, we also have someone else. Good morning. Dora.
Hi, Mungala.
How are you doing?
I'm okay. How are you?
Niko salama. Mlolongo kuko namna gani?
Baridi tu ndio mingi.
Na vumbi, si ndio?
Kabisa.
Aya. So what is your question or comment?
My question is,
Yes.
I'm in a relationship, but we seem to be in a long distance relationship as much as we see each other every day.
Okay.
We still live in the same house. We see each other every day. But
Okay.
things have changed since the baby came,
Yeah.
of which it's a good thing, but there's that distance that you feel that you're there or your partner is there, but
they're
he's
not there.
Yes.
Oh. Okay,
Yes.
sawa sawa. We shall answer that in a minute as well. We also have John. How are you doing, John from Kirinyaga?
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you too, sir.
Yes, I want to comment on the topic of the day today.
Please do.
Yes, I would like to say that long-distance relationships, especially for us who are young, that's an old gone story.
Yes.
Now, the reason as to why, it's because we meet different people every day,
Yes.
and then our culture has not taught us to be patient.
Yes.
You see, every day I post something on Facebook,
Yeah.
I'm going there every day to check on the comments.
Okay.
And every time I don't find comments, I feel bad.
Yeah.
And that's why you find that when you go to new places, we find new people, then we become fond of them.
Yes.
That is how I lost my woman of 5 years to another man.
Pole sana, John.
She didn't even stay there for long, like she was there for around a year. And before I came back from abroad, she was already expectant.
Okay. All right.
So me, I can say long-distance relationships, nowadays they cannot work.
Okay.
Unless the people that Zulu is talking about, the 40s, those people, those guys, it can work for them if they are 40s.
Okay.
But the 40-20, 30-20, nah, that thing is not working today.
All right. Thank you very much, John, for your comment. We have Mark as well. Martha, good morning.
Morning.
Habari ya Tala.
Salama sana.
All right. What is your question or comment?
I have a different view. Mine is a very different one.
Okay.
When we were living together with my husband in the same house,
Yeah.
it was all about chaos.
Okay.
Kila siku, matusi, kelele. But a breakthrough came.
Yeah.
Naitanga breakthrough because when he got a transfer as a civil servant,
Yeah.
he was transferred to Nairobi.
Okay.
Nasi tukaenda Sharks in Machakos. It was a breakthrough.
Okay.
He comes home once in a week.
Wow.
And that's so much peace.
Okay.
Kabisa kelele iliisha, akae mahali yako, I'm here.
Yes.
All is well.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Tala, rather Martha from Tala, for that. So,
So I may confirm what I told you.
Yes.
Sometimes distance cures some of the conflicts.
Yes.
It helps people.
Zinapotea once you guys separate. Nasema, you know, akoko mimi niko hapa, peace of mind.
Yes. As
Anakujanga
long as
once a
it's
week.
not permanent, nini imefanya kuondoa hiyo friction, and I hope they are maturing while they are apart. They are reflecting what was this conflict about.
Yeah. All right. For you, Erastus, before we start answering the questions, especially that one about Germany, hiyo imenipata. For you, when now the communication broke down, at what point did you realize that, you know what, this is over? Is it you who called her and told her, babe, this is not working? Or is she the one who called and she said, babe, this is not working? Or did you just both
By that time,
agree
you
to
unamuita
disagree?
babe, unamuitanga mbuvi.
By her name. So who called it quits?
It started like I said, burnouts. And then there was this day, I don't remember very well, but there's this day I tried to reach out.
Yeah.
we are supposed to call at 11 something. And then I slept off and my phone was on vibration and it was charging.
So she called you?
So she called me
Na hukusikia?
and I didn't pick. So by the time I was returning the call, it was about 2 in the morning and then she didn't pick. And then in the morning, again, she goes, oh, not to pick. And then I called and then she was like, why didn't you answer last
at
night?
11?
Yeah, at 11. I said I was asleep, but she couldn't understand. And then that's where it started.
Okay. Trust issues. I
issues.
smell trust issues there.
Yeah, trust
because
issues.
If we agreed at 11, I'm going to call you alafu ushike simu na ushiki. That means you're with someone else.
And then she was supposed to come over to Kitui from Meru. Like we could visit regularly.
Yeah.
So she cancelled.
Or she was supposed to come, but now that this call wasn't answered, akamua to hell with
Please
this.
read immaturity.
She cancelled.
Did I tell you about the age?
Yeah.
Because at our age now we can reason. Labda hata amelala zinusiku. Ama ni vile isiki. You should allow for human mistakes.
Yes.
But when you're immature, you're too idealistic. Kama uchukui hata hiyo weekend sikuji.
So when she cancelled completely, so I started.
That was the end.
I started smelling also something.
Okay.
So I tried to reach out, and I kept reaching out to explain that it was a mistake that I was asleep, and it's human that I slept off.
Yeah.
And then in the morning I could call, but the chemistry started to tear off.
Okay.
So you
Another
could find
conversation
like,
Okay.
how are you?
Sawa.
I'm good. Are you still coming? I'm still thinking. I'm not sure of the shift. I'm waiting for my senior to arrange the shift.
Yeah.
So that really messed it up completely.
All right.
So it went from communication to low communication to breakdown in communication to no communication
at all.
To what do you think about this?
So who started there? What do you think about this?
It was me.
Okay.
It was me. Like, should we end it or
continue?
Yeah, continue, because you are like on your own in it, and the distance is still far. So you want to visit, but you don't feel like you are welcomed.
Yeah.
Because she hasn't authorized you to go and visit. Yeah. So I was trying to think, what if I take myself there, and then she pushes me away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ama akatae kufungua
Ama
mlango.
I find like she has already moved on.
Upate kijama kingine kinafungua mlango unataka nini buda?
Yeah.
Jipe shughuli.
So I asked her, what do you think about this? And she was like, this is not working out because of the distance, and I think your communication is poor.
Okay.
Yeah. And then
So that was the end?
That was the end.
Where?
So we just diplomatically ended it. Like, it's not working, no phone calls, no video calls. When I tell you I'm going to call you at 11, you're not calling. And then the other part of the flattery part.
Yeah.
Before that call that I'm saying it was supposed to be 11, it had already started to reduce.
Yes.
Yeah, we find like when she's calling me or I'm calling her, there's a lot of flattery at the start of it.
Yeah.
We are young. Yeah, we are young, we are vibrant. There's a lot of love, there's a lot of expectations. So you'd find like when I call her, she calls me, there's a lot of flattery. Hey babe, how are you doing? Good. How was your day?
I love you.
I love you. Yeah. And mostly it's
Mostly you're talking from experience. So seems like
yes.
and also shared experiences. Unajua sasa uko mbali hatuna shared experiences.
Yeah,
exactly.
Na kitu kingine anasema you see this kind of you need to know your person's language. What tickles them, what gets them laughing. And if there is that kind of laughter, that relationship, that's what I always try to make sure that because I'm depending on phone to keep in touch. It's not just functional. Uliamka vizuri. O ile kukoa ilisha. Ulipata dawa. Umetoka kazi. Mtu kama umepigia your love alafu unasikia ni sema.
Jua things are thick. Hey! Hi. I want us to answer the questions that the callers asked before we run out of time. So I'll start with the one from the lady from who's dating the German. I'm assuming he's German. She's saying, Aoni, this is in Kabenenda Mali because this German is a neighbor to the cousin, so I'm assuming they've visited each other once or twice. Lakini sasa anaona hii haiendi. Let me start with you.
Because again, there are issues here. I think for her, she would need to sit down with somebody and she really, says her concerns.
Right.
Because I want to think this is a foreigner.
Right.
So which means that if anybody is going to move, then there are visas, there are those types of... There is a lot of logistics here. And so in her mind, she's a woman, I'm a woman, so I know how we think.
Okay.
So I'm already thinking, this has to be that happen. And so I'm already thinking about all the things that would need to be in place for us to finally be together. So am I sure that I want to
engage in all
engage on, or even to invest in all of that? And what if I invest so much and then I find out that it wasn't what I expected
I have
it to
relocated
be.
to Germany.
Yeah. So niache kazi yangu hapa niende, and we all know the story of a young lady who told us she alifunga vitu zake zote, akafunga business, akafunga kazi, akaenda na kuenda huko akakuta ni mambo ingine. When she came back, she was almost dying. She was in depression.
And starting from scratch is a problem.
So I think for her case, it is appropriate for her to feel that she needs much more, to think about this much more. If the other guy is not connecting with her on the level of her doubts and on the level of her how does this look like from your side? If he's the kind, the phlegmatic who says tukifika hapo tutajua. This lady, she sounds like choleric where she's saying no, I need to know where we are going.
I need to know
where we are going. What is the end, so that I can map out my path. But so there is also probably a personality clash. So you have cultural distance, personality. It could be a lot of things.
And probably even language. So if she,
I will say, if she feels like she needs to process and gain clarity before she actually says, no, this can't work, call me. Let her reach out.
And again, before you date foreigners, you also need to know that is part of it. If this person, how are you going, both of you going to gap? Because if I kuingia kwa kitu alafu anze kusema, how was it going to work? It's important to think ahead. Because remember,
and that's what she's doing.
Your emotions don't reason. You have to think for them. Your heart loves somebody else because you are talking. You need to, somebody said, follow your heart but carry your head with you.
Okay. By head you mean akili.
Yes. Okay, kuna huyu wa Mlongo ameuliza, tunaishi kwa nyumba moja lakini kuna distance between us. Next time, Paul, get us a chance to talk about emotional distance. Because emotional distance can develop when we are just together. We are just close each other, but there's emotional distance. While kuna mwingine mko mbali from each other, but you're emotionally connected. This is what I tell women. Women seem to have an inbuilt emotionometer. Kind of.
But she mentioned that lady from Lolongo. She mentioned the fact that since the baby came, that is why this. Because I'm also a new father, and I know the whole issue of you having to hustle and do all this. Sometimes you get home, there's so much to be done.
You don't sleep well because the buju wants time. Wants to do this, wants to do that.
Alafu kanalia, una matiti huwezi kanyonyesha, unakatupa kwanza huko, unaambia deal na yeye kwanza nyamazi.
So many times you are exhausted by attending to the child. So it's a transitional, and I'd advise that lady to either seek professional help, go see a counselor, discuss what's happening. Because sometimes the hubby was #1 in your life there before. He would come out, find you are thinking about him, prepare the food. Now he comes, everything's about the child. And when all the conversation, the child, this, the baby that, the baby the other one. So he begins to feel like it's not now, it's so important to you. So it may be subconscious, but he feels displaced now. He feels replaced by the child.
And let me speak as a mom, let me speak to the young fathers and say this, make yourself relevant. Stop coming home, and when you see the mother and the baby bonding, you are sitting there feeling jealous of that relationship. Come on, come home and say, "Hun, it's my time with the baby." You give her a chance to be able to relax. And you and let me say this, as a woman, when I see my husband playing with our baby, changing diapers and getting involved in the daily routine of the baby, even if it's just for that 1 hour in the evening before the baby, it is romantic to me as a woman. I feel cared for. Yes.
Ukiona hapo nimeshika hapo madepa niko
and I am actually, you are taking the baby, and you know what you have just done for me? You have just, and then come home. Don't expect her, after buju-bujuing the whole day, to actually have conversation with you. Come and have conversation with her.
I feel like you're mentioning one of the languages of love.
Yes. Come and say to her, "Hey, hon, I know your day." Acknowledge, validate.
We shall discuss these languages of love shortly, or rather at a different time. There's the last comment, or rather question from John. John called in and said that alianza kuona funny comments kwa posts za demu yake, and I'm sure pia demu yake alikuwa anaona funny comments kwa Facebook ya uchali, akaona hapa
kuna kitu
uko huko na mimi niko huku na hivi ndivyo mnaongea. It's a wrap.
It's very important to notice that Facebook, social media has opened relationships in a way that even when I'm online, you need to know that anybody can post on my. You only need to hold me responsible for my response to what they say. So that could have been founded or not founded. But did you discuss it by the side? I can see all this, I'm concerned about this. So if you just think it to yourself quietly, then conclude. I always enjoy it because I do a lot of social media. With my wife is commenting like one of the people commenting, not just trying to say, "Hey, this is my man, go away." Don't
Erastus, as we close, because I want to get their contacts and also for people to know how to reach them, would you get back to a long distance relationship now?
I've tried it.
Again, after
I've tried it. But there's a sense in it that doesn't work. In a way, like if the two of you are not willing to have an agreement on how you're going to take the relationship to the next point, without having to create some emotional, let's say, having to feel insecure, or having to come with schedules that have to be tight for each one, or being unfair for each other, to each other. And then there's this kind of stuff, like you find like you're starting a long distance, I've started one, it has failed, and I've just had to move on. Because of like, you find like most of the times you're starting it, there's a lot of ghosting. Like somebody just seated there waiting for you to text. If you don't text, they don't find you serious. If you don't call, Pia call. So it's like a mind game. But I think it can work to people.
It's what he mentioned, maturity. So guys, your contacts as we close up, how can people
My
reach
Facebook is Zulu Benjamin, and Gmail Zulu Benjamin @gmail. So Facebook Zulu Benjamin, Gmail Zulu Benjamin @gmail.
Okay, utaki kupeana 07 ama hiyo ni ya baadaye.
Hiyo mtu akiniinbox
sawa.
Facebook Grace Kariuki _Nderito, or you can follow me on my YouTube channel Grace Kariuki, or you can WhatsApp me 0707584830.
All right.
I'll be glad to have a conversation.
All right.
Yes.
Where tukusikize wapi? Ni Thome FM.
Yes, and that's where you preach. My Twitter account is at Erastus_Maleve. Facebook Erastus Maleve.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Sawa. We've come to the end of that discussion, but before we say kwaheri, I don't know. You guys, Shiko, are you in a long-distance relationship?
Oh, no, and I'd never agree to be in one. Although we were just debating about this with Jeff behind the scenes. There are gentlemen, mbuvi, and you'll agree, who leave their house on Thursday and appear on Monday.
That is not a long-distance relationship.
Is that a long-distance relationship?
That is giving her space.
No, that's just
no, that is
there
are many people.
Let's look at some of the feedback we're getting on this as well.
There are many people who are in those kind of long-distance relationships.
Let's see what you have to say as far as the social media feedback is concerned. At Philip McLeod, for me in this generation, hell no, it's the same as being half single. Utapigwa na butwa ushangae, my friend. You'll be left there wondering what happened. So Idira Mwangi, yes, if only the four of you acknowledge yourselves very well.
Who are the other two?
Four of you.
Okay, I don't know what's going on here.
I mean, it's the couple and the kids.
Amon Rotich, I'm in one currently and everything is going on well. I've been in it since 2017. It's all about trust, respect, and maturity.
Yeah,
That's
keyword
something that I've been
maturity.
raised in terms of how you're going to deal with things, especially the distance. A lot of maturity is required. Jedidia Munishi, sustaining a long-distance relationship is like waiting for a stone to ripen. Highly generated heated pot for a person who's hungry. Hey, Jedidia. Mnira 14666895 or ID number. I don't know what's going on there. Yes, distance does not separate people. Silence does.
Communication.
So you can be in the same house on the same couch, but the distance is like you're here and Kisumu. Grand _ Kadweya, since 2014 in serious affairs and now married for 2 years, still working out for me. So even in marriage, he's still doing it long distance, but it's working. So it does work at one point and form. In the last tweet at Pepper, long distance relationship has no stress. Left it at that.
Pepper. Get that no. Anyway, we've come to the end of that discussion, so thank you very much for tuning in and for your feedback as well to our Penda Whoa. We shall have this again on Thursday, a different discussion, of course, as far as your relationships are concerned.
Okay, of course, we say Kwaheri will be back tomorrow. It's all about hanging out. Different celebrities coming in. We jump into the kitchen as well, so it's going to be a laugh and a half tomorrow from 6 in the morning. We say bye-bye. The Daily Brief is up next.
Yes, absolutely.
I can see Samuel Njoroge raring to go right there. Okay, bye-bye. See you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye-bye.